Hello. Happy Thursday? Is it Thursday? Oh my goodness. Hopefully everyone can hear me okay. Usually I have my headphones in to make sure that the microphone is working. So if you're tuning in and you have some difficulty with the sound, please let me know. But I think it should be working. Obviously, if it's not working, you'll have a hard time knowing what I just asked. So if it is working and you're here and you want to just like send a little hello or something in the chat just to let me know that things are working. Otherwise, I'm just going to kind of keep talking and yep, we're just going to jump into it. Perfect. Thanks, Jen. I appreciate you confirming that. So, welcome. Hi. So glad you're here. It is, I can't believe that it's what, like the 6th? The 7th. It's the 7th already, and I haven't set up anything in my planner. To be honest, sometimes I will like duplicate the pages and just use them and then wait until I make my videos to actually like make them beautiful, but I don't know. Sometimes, like this month, I haven't actually really needed to use my monthly yet. I've just been using the dailies, so those can function without being pretty. I like to make them all aesthetic and beautiful, but sometimes I just kind of skip it, at least for a few days at the beginning of the week, at the beginning of the month when I haven't gotten my videos and stuff out yet. I wish that I was honestly more prepared and was able to get these out far more in advance, but it just hasn't really been a possibility. But I'm going to go ahead and I think jump into the planning now. So I will put up the sticker with the hex codes. I know this isn't totally relevant for everyone anymore, but I also haven't added in my sticker or my pen colors yet, so I'm going to do that now. And if you're following along and you want to do that with me, go for it. But this is actually the 3rd color palette for the month. So I am going to just come in here and start editing some of these presets that I already have. I actually tend to just edit the ones that I already have because if I were to add new ones every single time, I would have even more preset colors than what I currently have. And I think I currently have too many, to be honest, so I typed one of these letters wrong, so let's fix that. Okay, and I'll add that to my presets. And come in here and change this one. So yes, this is the 3rd color palette from all of my sticker sets this month. So my Blossom Bunch and Above have received this color palette as a download. I see we have some more people here. Feel free to say hello in the chat. It always makes me really happy. Oh, Siri's on. Siri, stop. I'm not talking to you. Alright, let's change one of these colors. Anyway, it's always nice because I can't actually see who's here. I can just see like the number of people who are here. So unless you comment, I have no clue that you're here. So always appreciated if you want to introduce yourself, say hello. Makes me feel like I'm a little less alone sitting here chatting to myself. Speaking of, while I'm adding in these colors, how is everyone's December going so far? Does anyone have any exciting plans that they want to share? I am getting ready to leave. I have less than 1 week before I go on my big trip for the next couple of months. And honestly, I could not be more excited. I feel like I'm getting over being sick, so every time I like talk, I feel like I'm kind of out of breath, and I'm sorry. I just apologize in advance for how I might sound. Wait, I've typed this in wrong. Oh no. Too many numbers. E2. No, that is so wrong. How do I have so many numbers here? Okay, we're gonna change. It's being crazy. Okay. No! Why isn't this working? I was trying to like triple tap to highlight it all, and it was just not doing anything. It was just like backing out. 6242. Okay. Officially done. That took way too much effort, to be honest. But it's okay. We've got our colors here. I don't even know if I'm going to end up using them. I don't always end up doing so, but I feel like I tend to during the monthly plan with me's, or like the monthly setups, because I like to coordinate my weeks and my colors. And I'm realizing now I don't have my sticker file open, so we're just gonna open up my sticker file and scroll to this one. And let's come back here and start to cover this up. So I'm gonna come to my elements and scroll to my digital planning folder and just pop this element into place. This is definitely one of my favorite time-saving hacks. I just really love to do that. Makes life so much easier. Do you guys have any personal favorite hacks that you use in GoodNotes? Or I guess if you're using a different planning app, maybe there are some special features in other ones that you really like. I really do think I want to try out a new, maybe for the new year, maybe for 2024, I'll try out a new program. I think there will be a learning curve though. There always is. All right, so where do I want to start? I think I'm going to start with the numbers. It's easy. And I, of course, should have checked first, make sure images is turned on. If you have the smart setting on in GoodNotes that like it chooses that for you, then you probably don't run into that issue as often as I do. But I have that problem a lot where I haven't selected like turned on images or turned on handwriting or text or whatever. But that's because I personally get really irritated with the automatic selection. And so for me, I just prefer to do it this way and then just occasionally deal with the frustration of my own forgetfulness. So I'm just going to move this up. And I started doing this a couple months ago, maybe a few months ago at this point. I really like alternating the color by week instead of by day, because then anything that I write in the week, I can also coordinate the colors. And I don't know, it pleases my mind, so I'm just gonna keep doing it that way. Cannot believe it's the end of the year already. That also just blows my mind. Does anyone really like New Year's? I know this is maybe, I don't know, maybe some people love it. I can't say I've ever actually met somebody who loves it, but if you do, please let me know, because I am very much like the New Year, like New Year's Eve. I actually love the New Year personally because I like the feeling of like starting fresh. I love setting new goals. It's part of the reason why like I love Mondays so much. I know a lot of people don't care for Mondays, but I really like Mondays. I like the beginning of the month. I really like the feeling of kind of resetting, and I don't know, it brings me peace and clarity. So personally, I'm a big fan. So we need 24 through 30. Just bring these down here and get rid of these. Yeah, I don't know. I personally like the planning of the new year, but I also just feel like New Year's Eve is always a bit of a letdown. Like slipped there. Okay, so we've got our dates in here. I normally try to plan out in advance what I'm going to do, and I really didn't plan at all this time. So I don't know what my plan of attack is here. I think maybe I'll use some of these peppermints. And maybe the green and red striped one. And I'm going to copy and come back to my planner. And I'm going to paste these in here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my image tool so that I can have a little more control over this. And I'm going to also tap on this and crop it. So let's just, I don't know, it can go way down, honestly. And I'm going to zoom in a little bit, kind of see if I want to crop it more, just to get the look that I want. There was like part of me that wanted to be able to use those here, but I think it would be just a little bit too difficult to see the days. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to leave that there for now because I actually want to cover this up. So I'm going to come to my elements. Please tell me that I saved this. Elements. Do you guys remember I created... Okay, is it the first one or the second one? That is the question. I'm going to put one down and I'm going to check. I should have deleted this. If you guys remember, there was a video. Okay, this is the one I want. There was a video where I used this, and I actually had used the first one and then I didn't delete it. So let's see if I actually delete this time. Let me come in here. And should I confirm? It's definitely this one. Now, does anyone know how do I edit this? I think that is not what I wanted to do. How do I delete one? Okay, I think it's like this. I figured it out. So if you're trying to figure out how to delete something in one of your elements, just tap on like the title up here, and then you can X out any of these that you no longer want to have in here. So it should be that one. So I'm just gonna hit done. And just to make sure before I leave this forever, I am going to slide that off my screen. And I just want to double check. You might not have been able to tell on camera. This is perfect. But the difference was the lettering on the one that I deleted was like down at the bottom. And oops, the lettering on this one is in the center. So I love doing this though because it saves honestly so much. So I think let's go with the red because the red is above the yellow. Oh wait, the red's here. So maybe I'll go with the dark green. So we're going to tap on this and change the color and find that green. That's just perfect. And then I'm going to change the text. So we're going to turn off handwriting and turn text boxes on. Select the text, tap color. And we're going to find out if I have these all in there as separate or one big one. And they're all one big one. They colored together. So that is absolutely perfect. Ooh, one thing I always forget about is I always bring a cup of tea to my planning and then I never remember to drink it. So then by the end of my plan with me's, I have a very cold cup of tea. Sorry if you can like hear drinking noises. I didn't think that one fully through. But, oh no, when did I do that? I'm sure you guys probably noticed it. I did not. It must have, maybe it was when I was deleting these, possibly, that I, like the extra numbers, that I also deleted the top here. So I'm just going to come back into my elements, and I'm just going to use the regular square here. And I'll grab my image tool and then just kind of freely shape this here. And then I need to move it over a little bit. Okay, there. So I'm not sure what I want to use up here, but I'm thinking red just because I think that'll be good. And my December is green. So let's try this. Do I want to use the plaid or the houndstooth? I'm going to go with the plaid. Part of me thinks I might regret that though, because you guys know, if you've been watching, how much I love the houndstooth. Am I going to be happy with this? I just want to take a quick look at the stickers for now. I think maybe I honestly want to use one of my washi tapes. So what I'm going to do is take my image tool and I'm going to select just like this red, the red circle. Oh, didn't mean to delete it. I'm going to copy this and then come back here and I'm going to paste it. And I'm just going to size it up a little bit, and I actually really love the quality there. I cannot believe how, like, it's still pretty clear. I mean, if you zoom in far enough, it's pixelated, but I try really hard to make high quality stickers so that they don't get pixely and awful. So I hope that you guys enjoy that. But I'm just going to crop this into a rectangle. Doesn't really matter what it looks like, but this gives super crisp edges. I don't know if you've ever noticed that, but when you do that, they are like, you could zoom in almost infinitely, at least within like the app, and it's just so beautiful. Such a crisp, clean line. I love that so much. I'm struggling not to cough right now. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is just kind of fill the space, and I'm centering this arrow over the Wednesday. And it's just going to help me a little to kind of make sure it's not like, I don't know, it just helps with the sizing so I don't have to resize it as much. And then once I'm happy with that placement, actually I think I want to move it up just slightly. Try to make this gap and this gap more similar. I am going to come back and grab this cute washi tape with the snowflakes. And I'm going to copy these and come back and paste these. You hear me trying so hard not to cough. Okay. I'm going to straighten that out. And I'm just going to... The question is, do I want to pretend and just kind of like fake this? And fill in like I've done in the past. I might do that. Oh wait, I don't have any white stickers. White snowflakes. I did not do those. So what I might have to do is crop this a little, and ultimately I think it's just gonna have to be like a bit longer. We'll bring this down a little, maybe like this, and then try to resize it. It's still gonna have to be a little bit more, so trial and error. Even longer. maybe not my smartest idea. So let's see. I mean, it works. And of course, now I've kind of cropped it a little bit too much. Maybe I can just kind of stretch it out just a tiny bit. I'm happy enough with that look. I think it's very pretty. And then I'm going to get rid of that houndstooth there that doesn't need to be there anymore. And I'm going to grab the December here. And I am going to come back here and paste it. And I am just going to kind of place it there in the center. And then when I tap off of it, it shouldn't be blurry anymore. Just going to let go. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a white pen. And you guys have seen me do this before, but not really in a while. What I'm going to do is I am going to kind of, maybe I'll make this a little bit thicker. And I'm just going to come around and just kind of outline it a little bit, make it sort of look like a sticker. And it doesn't matter so much if it's not perfect, because I am going to eventually paste the lettering on top. You can make this as thick as you want it to, you know, whatever suits what look you're personally going for. I do wish there was a way to kind of turn up the streamlining on the pen tool in GoodNotes. I'd be curious to know how that compares with other apps. But basically when I say streamlining, I mean like it smooths the line a bit. So if you've ever used Procreate, you may be familiar with streamlining, or any other kind of apps like Adobe Fresco has like a smoothing feature that you can adjust with all of the different brushes that you use. And yeah, it just smooths everything out so that when you're writing on here, it's not so jittery. I think in GoodNotes, it literally shows like every little shake of the hand, which is very unfortunate. Okay, so I'm going to grab my image tool here and just tap on this. And this kind of gives you a little preview if you want to take a look and see if there's any areas. Like I feel like on this side of the D, maybe I could go a little bit thicker, maybe the bottom of the C here. So before I cut it, that's what I'm going to do. Just a little bit here. And then now I'm going to grab my image tool again. And I mean, I'm happy enough with it. If you want to be picky about it, you can absolutely go in and spend more time. But for the sake of not having you guys watch me do that, I am just going to cut and paste this so that it's now on top. And so now when we zoom out, it should be a bit easier to read. I feel like on camera it's not, but it definitely looks better compared to what it was. You could also like color in if you wanted to. Color in like the whole inside of the letters too. And maybe that makes things a little more clear. I feel like I need a smaller brush. But it would just kind of look more like a sticker. And yeah, maybe you're more happy with that look. I don't know, what do we think? Is this more clear? I'm going to come back down to the smaller size. I don't know. I think personally I'm going to go back. I think I could make like the whole of it, but like more thick if I wanted to do it that way, but I think I'm happy with this, just like that. And then I am not entirely sure. I should have planned this out, but normally I will put something over here like goals or like the to do, doing, and done, which is really one of my favorite things. But I'm kind of thinking about I'm going to be traveling for half of the month. I'm mostly going to be catching up with friends. I will be getting work done. Probably, honestly, more work than what I usually get done because when I'm home, my life is just super chaotic and there's always a million things to be doing. But when I travel, I have time to just focus on like my priorities. And so that's always really nice. And I love that. And it's part of the reason why I look forward so much to traveling. But I don't know. I'm going to do a little bit of decorating and kind of think about what I want to do over here. So I'm going to come back to my sticker pack and I am going to maybe circle the Merry Christmas here. Are my images on? Perfect. I'm going to copy these and paste this, of course, on the 25th. Merry Christmas. And I'm actually going to be in Strasbourg leading up to Christmas. So I think I'll just put like a line in the designated colors. I have a few other trips planned as well. Would any of these things be kind of fun to use for like a flight? It doesn't necessarily look like it. I do have a train trip. Oops, let's come to my lasso tool. And I'm going to copy this. In one of the days, I will be taking a train. So that day will be, what day is that? The 16th, I think. So I'll put my little train on there. That'll be fun. I feel like I want this, but I don't know what I want to use it for. I'm gonna hold off for a second. I really just love all these decorative elements. I think you could have so much fun with these. I'm gonna put this letter to Santa on the 24th. It's because I think it's cute. Christmas Eve. And I guess if we're gonna do the letter, I should put the mailbox somewhere. It's kind of maybe down here off the edge. Let's nudge it down a little bit. And I love these gnomes so much. I'm trying not to use every single element though, because I know that I'm going to want to use these also like later on in the month. So I don't know. I think I'm going to, oops, press the wrong button. I think maybe I'm going to copy this here. And I am going to come here and paste it. And then, I don't know if this is going to work. I'm going to try. It's going to be a kind of funny thing. But I'm going to grab my image tool here. I'm going to tap on this and I'm going to crop it. And I'm going to crop, I don't know, a little bit more than halfway up. Oh, I don't know. It's kind of a stretch. So right now I'm just kind of resizing that a little. And I'm going to tap on this. Oops. Let's tap on this. Maybe over here. And maybe I'll crop this a tiny bit more. And yeah, I'm gonna kind of make like a cute little like sort of heading here with the candy cane. And I think I will do like a few sections, so it's just about figuring out what I want them to say. I don't know. Am I going to want to put like my packing list on here? Am I going to want a space for my packing list and my weekly? Some favorite to-dos or like things on my travel list. I feel like my brain is a little bit fried these days. I feel like I've been saying that for a few months, and that's because it has been like several months of me just feeling mentally overwhelmed. Really hoping that my trip gives me a little bit of a break and I can kind of reset for the new year. I'm really excited. Also, for those of you who are here, if you want to share any ideas or opinions that you have, especially if you're like a Patreon member and you're here, I would love to know what you kind of want to see going forward, because in January, I will continue to do my plan with me's. I'm going to continue to offer the sticker sets on my Patreon. That's not going anywhere. But I'm trying to figure out, as far as my planning, like my YouTube videos, like I know I want to do more tutorial style. I want to show a lot of different creative things that I like to do. I want to do a little bit more teaching, I guess. But as far as live streams, I've been doing these live stream plan with me's for the last few months, which means I haven't been really doing my regular plan with me videos that I had been doing on my channel all along. And I'm trying to figure out if I should still record the live streams for people on Patreon who just want to be on it, and then still edit the video kind of like I used to do. So while trying to maintain both of those and then bringing extra videos to my channel, or if I want to just, or if I don't know, if I want to just do the live streams for my Patreon patrons and not share it on YouTube, and then just do the edited versions on YouTube as well as other videos. I feel like both of those sound very similar, but basically, maybe I didn't say it right, but in one version, everyone still gets access to the live streams, and I still work on doing editing for all of my videos. And then in the other one, the only difference is that it would just be my Patreon patrons that get access to the live streams. I feel like for my Patreon patrons, I want to be able to offer a little extra. So if I am continuing long-term to offer live streams to everyone on YouTube, then I also want to know from my Patreon patrons what it is that you want extra. So, yeah, that is open for discussion, and you can message here in the comments. You can message me on Patreon. But it is definitely something I'm thinking about a lot these days and just trying to figure out what direction I want to move. So, yes, just keep that in mind, and please share any thoughts that you have with me, because I want to make sure that I'm serving you guys. Okay, I've stalled enough now. Let's go ahead, and I'm going to copy this. And actually, it's not perfectly centered, so I'm just going to center that better, and now copy it again. And I'm going to maybe put this right here. What do I want these to say? I just don't know. Maybe like my priorities and... oh, I don't know. Maybe the projects. I feel like I've got a lot of projects that I need to sort through this month. So maybe I'll do my goals and then like my projects here. So let's use these cute snowflakes. And I'm just going to paste these. They don't need to be quite that big. And I'll just kind of use the lines here that are in the calendar to just sort of guide my layout here. I'm going to make this a little bit smaller. And what I'm going to do, I'll put them on this side. That'll make it easier. And now I'm just going to copy these and paste them. And I guess we're doing 4 goals. Usually I try to keep it to like 3, but that's okay. I can have an extra goal. And then we'll do, what did I say this section was for? I've already forgotten. But basically, just gonna put those down here. And then I'll come in and I'm gonna try with my calligraphy pen. Probably, let's do it in this lighter green. So I'm gonna come in here with my brush pen. And I'm gonna zoom in and also try to angle my body so I can deal with being left-handed. I know this one was supposed to be goals. Oh, and the other one was projects. Okay, so I'm going to turn on handwriting only here. And I'm just going to kind of move this. Maybe just move it down a little. And I am going to copy it. I'm going to color this and make this yellow. This is going to be weird. And then I'm going to paste it again in that green on top. And this way I just get a little bit of that yellow in there. I feel like I'm struggling to get it center. I think on camera, there, that looks better. Those are goals and then projects. So let's just do that same process again. So I'm just going to write projects. I've been doing lettering practice on my iPad more recently. It was one of my things, one of my sort of challenges that I made for myself this month. But like a variety of lettering, not just hand lettering and like cursive. And I just gotta say, it doesn't matter. I am so much better at like lettering on paper or lettering in Procreate. I feel like just the jitteriness of GoodNotes drives me absolutely crazy. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna kind of try to straighten this out a little. So I'm just gonna move down the different elements of the letters just to make that straighter. And now I'll move this up a little, and then I'm going to copy it. And I'm going to move that just to the right a smidge. I'm going to change it to that yellow. And then paste the green on top. Give that nice little depth effect there. And hope that it's kind of close to what I did up there. So maybe this needs to come just a little bit more. There we go. Okay, goals and projects. I think that those are cute. And then maybe I'll just add a few more of the cute elements because there are so many cute elements. So I'm just going to turn on images. Maybe I'll hang some stockings. So let's copy these and paste them and make them just a little bigger. And I think I'm going to just kind of spread these out. I almost wish I made them a little bit bigger, but that's okay. And then what I'm gonna do is hang some of the ornaments. I know these don't technically go together, but that's okay. So I'm gonna size these up a little bit. And like I said, they don't really go together, but that's all right. I just want a little variation of color. So I'll put the dark green, maybe I'll put the dark green down here and the red here. And just gonna kind of, yeah, move these around a bit. Find something that I like. An arrangement that looks nice. And maybe what I'll do, I think I'm going to put this yellow one over here. Put this dark green one here. That one here. And I don't know, maybe that's good enough. Delete these 4. And then I'm going to take my pen tool, and with the dark green, I'm going to make that my smallest pen. And I am just going to hold these and draw a straight line. Oops. And then with the images turned off, I'm just going to kind of adjust those if need be. Just kind of hang these. I forgot I was on my brush tool, like the calligraphy pen. I would probably recommend turning that off so you don't have pressure sensitivity. But I think when you hold it into snapping, that it makes the line even anyway, so could probably get away without doing anything like that. But it's coming together here. We're almost done. And yeah, as you can see, almost every one of these, I just have to go in and kind of slightly adjust the pen tool. Or the pen marking, I should say. One more. And I think those are cute. I feel like that would be a really cute heading. Like you could, like I could have hung all of those up here, and then we could have had the letters like in there. Would have been such a cute idea. So if that sparks your creativity, I highly recommend that. I think that sounds like such a cute idea. Maybe I'll have to do that for like my weekly or daily. We'll see. I also want to put these images. I need to turn images back on. I want to put these cute little stars kind of all over. So I am gonna I'm gonna paste these here for now. And then just get a couple of my like priorities too. I really like these. These are so cute. I don't know if I really have room, but these are so cute. Be kind of funny that, no, I don't like that. I'm gonna put this hat, I think, like down here in the corner. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to crop this so that the bottom is flat. And just put it down here. Maybe I'll size it small enough so that it just fits in the square. It's so cute. I love the little elf hat. And I don't know, maybe I wish I had used this somewhere else. Okay, maybe next time. And actually, these would have been really fun to use here for my goals instead of the snowflakes. But that's okay. The snowflakes match the heading. I am going to a Christmas market on one of these days. So it's probably gonna be cold. So why don't I... Is it this day? It's this day. Wait, the train is this day. I think. feel like this fits so nicely together. I don't know. I'm just kind of being silly here now. But those are cute. Anything else? You know what would be kind of fun? To have like a build your own gnome sticker set. I feel like those could be really cool. I really like these trees as well. They're obviously not gonna happen, not gonna do anything with them this time. I'm gonna copy this and maybe put this on one of the other holidays, my other little trips I'm taking. And I don't know, is this where I leave it? Maybe I will just take this cute, maybe 2 of these little gifts. Let's go ahead and just grab all 4 of them. Or do I want the poinsettia? Oh, I don't know. There's so many cute options. Just things to play with. I am just going to kind of, now I feel like this is getting busy, but isn't that what Christmas is about? Like, it's not about the aesthetics and things just being absolutely gorgeous. It's more about like the tacky, cute stuff. Oh, I love that. Okay, we'll get rid of that one. And is there anything else that I want to do to finish this up? It's probably quite enough, honestly, at this point. Yeah, maybe that's where I leave it. I did go a little bit crazy with the stickers. So, all I'm gonna do is just size these up a little bit. And then if I feel like kind of placing them randomly, I don't have space for them, it'll be okay. I'll just use my image tool to avoid any issues. So I'm just gonna grab my image tool and I'm really just gonna kind of move stuff, wherever I please. Just kind of being aware of color and shape combinations. I don't know. I'm just being silly now at this point. There's nothing that like needs to happen here, but I don't know. Just kind of cute, kind of fun. Let's place some elements here and there. And hum some songs and just get rid of some of these. That can just go. It's a little bit busy, but it's kind of fun. This feels out of place. I don't like that. So I'm just gonna get rid of that one. And then maybe just kind of toss like this down there. This little gap here is really bothering me. So I'm going to paste this, grab my image tool, rotate this. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger just so I can work with it. And zoom in, make it smaller. So I've said this in a previous video, but if you're ever getting to the point where GoodNotes won't let you resize this anymore, like it kind of gets to a stopping point, if you just zoom in, it will let you keep resizing it, which is very nice. Okay. I think that's enough. It's so crazy. It does look like Christmas threw up, but I think that's the point. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I think it's a lot of fun. And yeah, I don't know. It sort of just makes me want to like keep adding more and more Christmas stuff just because, because I can. Maybe I'll just put like, I don't know, one of these peppermints. I really don't need to add anything else. I do like these peppermints a lot, though. I think they're really cute. So maybe I'll put 2. Nothing is to scale here. Everything is all messed up. Or maybe I change my mind. Maybe I save the peppermints for a different layout. And I just put a little Santa hat here. Or should I put a gnome under there? Oh, I don't know. Don't like that. Okay. Okay, maybe a poinsettia. That could be cute. Just kind of... Yeah, maybe that's what I want. Just a couple little poinsettias down here. I feel like I just needed something extra here. I feel like you could do a lot with a lot of these elements and just kind of make them your own and get really creative. I obviously, like I said, just kind of made it look like Christmas threw up all over the page. So I hope, again, I hope that you guys like this. I am going to delete this one. I don't like it there. Yeah, and I hope that you guys have a lot of fun decorating on your own as well. If you do use any of these stickers for December, please feel free to share them with me. You can share them with me on Patreon. You can send me an email. My email is always linked in the description. You can also tag me in any Instagrams, so just at Instagram photos or posts. So just at Terrible Art. If you purchase these on Etsy, you can leave a review with photos. I always love to see how creative everyone gets and what you guys do. So feel free, like I said, to tag me in anything. I would love to see that. Anyway, that's all for now. I will be live again on Sunday for my weekly Plan With Me, and then Tuesday for my daily. And then on Wednesday, I will be flying. So I will be posting videos throughout the rest of December, but maybe not a ton because I'll be pretty preoccupied. But I'm going to try to do at least one more video than what I usually do in the month. So we'll see how all of that goes. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you all more than you know. And I'm looking at the screen. This is not the most aesthetic thing ever, but yeah, it's Christmas. It's definitely Christmas. Okay, well, that's all. Thanks again. Love you guys. See you next time. Bye.